Tesla had already gone after your houses, they've gone after your children, and now they're really crossing the line. They're going after your most prized possession, your best friend. That's right, your dogs. One of the dog owners on Twitter had called out Elon Musk saying that Tesla almost killed his puppy. That's right, apparently there's a bug in a dog mode that was released a few months ago. And I'll tell you what Elon replied. I'll tell you what Tesla should, but probably will do about it. But on a bigger scale, what does it really mean for like other parts of the software in Tesla, like autopilot? That's in charge of not keeping our pets safe, but also us. So gather up your pants, we're gonna talk about it, right? Meow. Taking over the world, electrifying the world. Welcome to E4 Electric. That's right, not only electric car news every day, but also really good quality pet jokes right there. So just that alone is a reason to subscribe. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button down there. There are no bugs subscribing to this channel. Of course, the bell notification icon, that one I make no promises, but that way you won't miss anything moving forward. All right, so the dog mode. By the way, I know it's named dog mode, but it's really for your dogs and cats and pet lizards, or even some random YouTubers. That's right. This picture was actually taken yesterday and in no way in connection to the story. I was with Eli Burton of My Tesla Adventure for one of his events at the Sonoma Raceway where, we're racing Teslas with other muscle cars and stuff like that. And, I got a little tired and I wanted to take a nap. That was the only place to peacefully take a nap without getting a heat stroke. So we turned the dog mode on, and, it was fun to watch some of those muscle car owner guys like, peeking in and looking at me and then looking at the screen and then looking at me again. I was tempted to just kind of like wake up and just kind of start licking myself, like dogs do. But I thought I would not tip their sanity that day over the point of no return. So I didn't do it. I do regret it though. Anyway, so the dog mode works pretty easily, at least supposed to, is when you want to leave the car for a while, but make sure that your pets are still there alive when you get back, especially when it's, pretty bad heat, like here in Sacramento right now. Well, basically it keeps the temperature up, except for, this one particular bug. So let me tell you what that is, and I'll show you the tweet. Before that, of course, a quick reminder that this video and this channel is sponsored by Byton. Check out their M-Byte, the all-electric SUV coming to the US and Europe. The reservations are actually free to make. There's no down payment. Takes about a minute of your time. There's a link in the description of this video, so go ahead and reserve your Byton today. I am one of the reservation holders. All right, so let's move on to the tweet. And this one came from Rahul Sood, one of the relatively famous IT executives. I think he used to work for HP. He basically said that he left his dog in a car, and then he just changed the fan speed, and that's what caused the problem. And then later he checked the temperature in his car, and to his horror it was 85 degrees and climbing. So that was what Elon replied to, saying fixing. So apparently it is a problem. Now, I did not know, and I hope that's part of the solution, is that if the car's on dog mode, and if the temperature goes above a certain temperature or below a certain temperature, your app would get a notification, right? It gets notification when you need to move, the car the hell out of the way when your supercharging is done. That the notification about your pet possibly dying should definitely be a thing. I hope you agree. But anyway, so and by the way, I don't know how many pets had to get a heat stroke or do before this was actually like responded to, because Elon replies mainly to relatively famous celebrities, or in this case a pretty big IT exec. Sometimes he even responds to very, very important YouTubers. That's right. But mainly, if you're a common folk, you really have no way of reaching out and having something done about it. By the way, did you notice that Elon has changed his name to E once again, I can only assume that he's a huge fan of the channel, and E is for electric. That's the only explanation. But here's the thing: what should Tesla do? I mean, all jokes aside, this is a problem, right? Now, again, if you change the fan speed, the image still stays on a screen, but the temperature can actually change. Now, there are two things that need to happen. And, one is obviously, I think Tesla should send out an email to all of the owners with this mode, which I believe is pretty much everybody at this point, saying that, we have a problem and you should be aware of this. We're going to fix it with the next software update. And they haven't done that from what I understand, which is unfortunate because this is almost kind of like a recall situation, right? I know it's going to be update over the air, but this could be a problem. I mean, this is kind of a life and death kind of situation, right? I haven't heard of this happening before, and I'm glad this particular puppy was fine. But secondly, what they need to do is they need to kind of, I don't know, higher quality assurance. Like, I come from the software industry, right? So whenever a software engineer writes something, or a group of them, there's a quality assurance department of people who test the software. So I'm assuming they don't have any at Tesla, because this is not really that hard to figure out. If the image on the screen says that it's a dog mode, then obviously that mode should be on. Am I blowing anyone's minds here? And that was not the, it looks like it's not the case. Now, I know it's probably very rare where people will fool around with the setting of the fan speed before leaving the car, but nevertheless, how did this make it out there? I really don't know. And I also don't understand why there is no alert of temperature going too high or even too low in some cases in the car if it's set to the dog mode. I'm actually pretty baffled about it. And by the way, what's going on with the autopilot then? If they're making such simple mistakes and not really testing the software like to even the smallest extent, I'm starting to get worried about what's going on with the autopilot that a lot of people already saying has always been rushed to market. And that's one of the reasons that Mobileye, the creator of the Autopilot 1.0, kind of quit and broke up with Tesla because they were pushing so hard. So this is a bit of an issue. Now let's see how fast they're going to fix it. If you are a Tesla owner with a dog mode, please let me know if they have notified you of this, because just like I said, I think this is something that needs to be at least make everybody aware of. So let me know. Of course, don't forget to participate in our program that doesn't have quality assurance, unfortunately, but it's okay. If you're a YouTuber, you can provide shelter, food, and video equipment to this guy, only for $5 a month. But you also get to watch me live. And if you want to do so, go to patreon.com/E4Electric. Let me welcome one of our newer Patreons, Bernard Simon. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you so much for being a Patreon, and of course, a much better access to just conversations and to the videos on this channel. All right, I hope this story gets better, because we don't really want any more pets suffering. One more thing I'll mention, of course, is don't forget to get on our VIP list, which we send out for free every Saturday. All right, let me know what you think about the story. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.